I was gonna make a video on the 4-0 against Real Madrid, but at the end of the day, what can I say? What more can I say? But now I have to make a video. This Vinicius robbery is crazy. As a Real Madrid fan, what a horrible week this is. What a robbery. And listen, a lot of people will say, hey, this Ballon d'Or, it was close. We didn't have a clear winner. I don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that, to be honest. And also just the perception. Because months ago, there was a lot of reports saying Vinicius is gonna win. And it looked like Vinicius was confident himself as well that he was gonna win. You saw in his post a lot of time, the Real Madrid players would comment Ballon d'Or. It seemed like they knew something that we didn't. And it seemed like they knew that Vinicius is gonna win. Perhaps he was told, or I don't know. Because everything up to this week was all good. We all knew Vinicius is gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Today, like 5-6 hours before the ceremony, something changed. And Real Madrid players did not travel. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Real Madrid players, maybe they're worried Vinicius might, not win the Ballon d'Or. But I know Vinicius is going to travel for sure. And the report comes out Vinicius is not traveling as well. That is crazy. It's a crazy situation, first of all. Ballon d'Or, France football, they leaked the whole thing. Because how does Real Madrid know that Rodri won? This was supposed to be a secret. It's supposed to be a secret until it's revealed. How did Real Madrid know Rodri won? But as I said, this ceremony is not valuable anymore to me. I don't care anymore, man. I don't care. You're telling me the best player in the world was not Vinicius. A guy who, you might say, what did Vinicius do? How was he clutch? Look at his stats. Let's be honest. He was injured for about a month, first of all. That could sway his stats a lot. But if you look at his Champions League performances, Vinicius was the best player in the Champions League. There's no doubt about that. Was Rodri the best player in the Champions League? No. And to me, Rodri was not even the best player in the Euros. Even though he won the award, he was not the best player in the Euros. Let's be honest. The best player in the Euros was either, I would say, for Spain, it was Yamal, Nico Williams, obviously. Even Dani Almo had an important role to play. Even Fabian Ruiz. To me, Fabian Ruiz was better than Rodri. So those guys, they were a lot more deserving of the best player award in the Euros. But Rodri won based off what? Based off perhaps his name only, and perhaps what he's accomplished. And now, to be honest, it seems like UEFA just gave him that award just so it boosts up his Ballon d'Or ranking. Because now, to me, it seems like everybody's against Real Madrid. First of all, everybody's against Real Madrid. This is what it just seems to me. Congrats to Rodri, man. Whatever. But this was a robbery. We look at Real Madrid. And we look at Vinicius last season in the Champions League. Quarterfinal clutch. Semi-final clutch against Bayern. Against Bayern, wow. This guy was incredible. Both legs. He carried us that game. And in the final, obviously, we saw what he did. Clutch. Every single game he was clutch. Those are Ballon d'Or worthy performances. Rodri, he had a very good season as well. He had an incredible season. But I'm sorry, man. Vinicius was just on another level. Vinicius was the best player in the world. Now today, there's gonna be a lot of outrage. This is a horrible week, first of all, for Real Madrid. Because the 4-0, that was horrible. But then I thought the Monday would be calm, because Vinicius would win the Ballon d'Or. I thought it would be better. It just seems like the world has crashed down on Real Madrid, man. It just seems that way. Vinicius deserves it. I made a video last year as well, saying the Ballon d'Or, that was a robbery. I thought Haaland should have won it. Congrats to Messi, but to be honest, I thought Haaland should have won it. Overall in the season, 38 games, he did more for me. Again, another robbery has happened, and at some point we should question this, man. We should question this. Every single knockout game, except for one, he was incredible. Vinicius was incredible. And I understand attackers are usually more favored, because obviously they get the goals, they get the highlights, and sometimes players like Rodri are unappreciated. And I understand that, to be honest. He had a great season. Rodri had a great season. But again, who won the Champions League? For me, in the Euros, the most player that was impactful for Spain was Fabian Ruiz again. So where did Rodri make his impact? In the Premier League only. In the end of the day, listen, congrats to Rodri again. But this week for Real Madrid has been horrible. And this is one of the, I would say it's a robbery again. It's a robbery, man. My only problem right now is I wish Real Madrid went to the ceremony. It's a bit unprofessional just because you don't like the result not to go. I think they should have just went, maybe been more professional about it. But at the same time, France football on the other side is being unprofessional as well. Because how does the result leak? How is Man City telling Real Madrid that Rodri won the Champions League? Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. How is that happening? So I'm assuming France football told Man City. They were telling everybody that this Ballon d'Or, the results are not going to be set to anyone. It's going to be on the spot. Whatever, man. As I said, it's horrible. It's a horrible situation. And I hope after this, Vinny becomes a monster. Vinny takes this horribly seriously. Even Ronaldo, when that one season he didn't win the Ballon d'Or, after that season, he went crazy. I hope Vinicius does the same. I hope this fires him up. This is what he needs. And this is what he needs to win for next season. And hopefully this fires him up, as I said. But yeah, man. As well on the Ballon d'Or feed, they were showing things like Lamine Yamal, holding Vinny as a kid. Making fun of Vinny on the official feed. So I have nothing to say, man. Nothing to say. It's a horrible situation.